Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant series. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about people that like to use the argument, it's not that serious, bro, or it's not that deep, or, trying to, get out of, usually when they say that, it's because they said something extremely toxic or extremely ignorant or are just trying to get out of a conversation when they know that they're wrong, or they're just trying to be toxic in general. So they'll say it's not that serious or it's not that deep or what other bullshit they come up with in their head to try to get out of it. And I don't understand why people do that. Like I don't get like where we've come to as a society where you can't have a conversation with somebody and they're accusing you of taking it too seriously. Well, some conversations should be taken seriously. If I'm trying to make a point with somebody, I'm not going to joke around and be a fucking idiot. I'm going to come with the facts and come with the knowledge that I have to back up my argument or to back up my rebuttal. And I don't need some jackass always chiming in and saying, "Oh, it's not that serious, man." Like, I think I've talked about this before, but, people usually do that when, they're trying to get out of a conversation or they're being toxic, like I said, and, they're just being a fucking piece of shit, to be honest with you. So I don't really understand why people do that because, there are some things that, I'll give them credit for something. There are things that people do take too seriously that aren't meant to be taken that seriously, and some people do get really upset over really stupid things. But usually people use that in a way that's abusive, and they overuse it with things that are serious, or they use it in a way to mock people's emotions when they're upset. Like sometimes when someone's upset, or not sometimes, but if someone's genuinely upset, and they're really hurt, if you were to say that, then that would really just show what kind of person you are. You don't do that to people. If someone's really upset and you can see that they're visually upset, or this, it's just, you have to know when to say stuff and when not to say stuff. And these fucking dicks, like they don't really think before they speak, and they say the dumbest shit. And I don't understand it, man. And then I'll say something back when they tell me it's not that serious, and sometimes I'll say, well, it was serious enough for you to respond, so I don't understand why you're saying that to me right now. But I don't know. Like, I see it on Twitter, I see it on all these social media platforms, and fuck. It's like you can't have a conversation with anyone. My mom was saying that the other day, and she's right. You can't have a conversation with anyone nowadays, and or they pull like this stupid fuckery bullshit on you, all these stupid responses, and it's so hard because a lot of the time people don't think before they speak, and they say all this dumb, stupid fucking shit, like it's not that serious or deep. I think that's just like something they say that they don't even understand what it means. Like, I think it's just like a saying that caught on when like you don't care about the conversation, but I just don't think they understand what they're saying. Like, it's just something they say without actually thinking about what it means, because saying it's not that serious actually has a meaning. But a lot of people say things without understanding their meaning. And I know this is true because recently when I engage people on social media and they are commenting at me or tagging me or something, I'll ask them, like, say they wrote the word, let's see, say they're trying to accuse me, let's go with the extreme. Say they're trying to accuse me of racism or something like that. I'll ask them to give me the definition of racism that's in the dictionary. and they will give me a definition usually that has nothing to do with what actual racism means. And then it shows me that like they don't even know the words that they're using, you know? Like it's not that serious. Or I've done it with other words. And like I told someone to define the difference between intelligence and knowledge, and she couldn't even tell me the difference because she made a post about how she's glad that she's intelligent and she has knowledge. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like, I wasn't even trying to be mean about it. I was like, can you tell me the difference between those two? Because, not even just because people don't know the words they're using. It's because everyone seems to have, like, their own internal definition of words and what they mean to them. And, my love means I'm allowed to do this to you, or if I love you, it means I'm allowed to steal from you, or, So that's why it's really important to ask people, what do you mean? But, it's the same thing with these people that use, like I said, it's not that serious or it's not that deep. Like, they don't even know what it means, I don't think. And, like, I'm very literal. If I'm using a word, it's because it has a purpose and I know why I'm using that word. I'm using it for a B-Tech. Great thing about these rants is you can, like I said, you can fuck up words in the middle of a good point. I'm using that word or those words for a particular reason, and I have it all picked out. I'm not just going to throw words out there just because I'm a fucking moron. I'm a very good debater and I'm a very good arguer, and, I take things seriously if I'm trying to get my point across. And it's fine if you don't want to take things seriously and you don't want to, like, actually think before you speak, but people are going to think you're a fucking retard or a loser or whatever word that really shows who you are. And that's up to you. Like, there's freedom of speech in this country, America, and you're like, feel free to look like a fucking moron. Like, there's nothing I can do to stop you from saying what you want to say. So it's just really fucking annoying because we probably could have a good discussion, but you want to be a moron and say that shit, or other people will chime in and say that. You'll be having a discussion with someone on social media one-on-one, and then other people can see it and comment back, and other people will comment that, like, not that serious thing, and you're having a conversation with somebody. It's just it's hilarious. And but overall, I know I'm making an episode about this, but I'm trying to not let the internet get to me as much anymore, because there's a lot of bullshit on the internet, and it can really piss you the fuck off if you, like, read it too much, and you indulge in the internet too much, and you're in chat rooms or video calls or, like, whatever the kids do nowadays. I don't know what everyone does nowadays. Chats. I know there was this one site where you can literally go on webcam with a bunch of different people in a like, visual chat room, and use your video camera and mic to talk to a bunch of people on camera. And there's a lot of different cool ways to talk to people online, but man, there's a lot of bullshit on this internet, and I'm trying not to let it get to me, and trying not to let it affect me as much anymore. But it's a struggle because some of these fucking people just are out of their fucking mind, and it can be really hard not to take things personally. But like this whole, it's not that serious or deep fucking argument. But yeah, it sucks.